All right, today we're going to replace these seat cushions. And so the first thing we're going to do is take that bottom pad out. Once we get the bottom pad out, then we can take the seat back off. There's four anchor points on that seat, and you just have to kind of pry it back and forth and try to get the metal bar to come out of its little holder. It has to be pulled out of its slot. So there's the four bars, and there's the four retainers, and they're in there very tight. So now I got it off. We'll clean out the seat track. Just, there's always nasty stuff from being in there for 40 years, right? Trust me, I've seen a lot worse, but it wasn't real bad, but I still wanted to clean it up. So I trial fitted the back cushion, and I noticed that the metal bars on the bottoms weren't exposed. So I got in there with the razor knife, and I cut out I cut out a little bit of the foam to expose those bottom bars. And I fought around with it a little bit, but then once I got the bars exposed, there were one or two hog rings on each side that I had to get out of the way, or I would have never gotten it to go into the slots. So I got that all straightened out, and so then I tried to get those bars back into the slots in the seat frame. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people say that they were pretty easy, but I'll tell you what, those bars were buried pretty deep into the foam. So not only did you have to push it sideways, but you really had to push it backwards. It's 100 degrees out, 90% humidity. I'm sweating my ass off trying to do this. I am really having no fun at all. And it's not really going all that well. I tried screwdrivers and pry bars to try to get that metal bar back inside there. I finally got the bottoms in, and the tops went a little bit easier, but not much. Once again, I squeezed as much as I could, and then put a screwdriver where the bar was and pushed it over far enough that it would get around that retaining clip, and then pushed back and released. And after a while, I finally got a hold of it. I did notice it was easier to do it with the seatbelt buckled because the seatbelt was in my way. Now, the bottom goes in pretty easy. You just slide it back and then just kind of put all your weight on the front end of it. And there's a little pull rod that I show you on the driver's seat, and that goes on to the cushion. So there we go. We got the passenger side done. We'll let it sit out in the sun, and it will look pretty good. Right? It already looks good, but it'll look better once it's baking for a little bit. But really happy. It's the same leather with the perforations. So now we're going to go over to the driver's side and start this process all over. There's that bar that I was talking about. That bar's got to reach in and go underneath that hole and slide up. Now on the driver's side, I got an electric seat. So you have to put the seat all the way up to get that bar away from that plastic. Once again, you kind of battle back and forth, and that seat came out. There's the four retaining pins. You can see on the old seats, the retaining bars are out pretty far. And on the new seats, they're not out that far at all. So, matter of fact, they're inside the cushion. So I had to cut out a little piece of the cushion, cut out a hog ring or two. That metal bar that goes side to side, I had to put that underneath that, those side bars, so I could get it to fit properly. And once I got that all straightened out, I was ready to install it. I got these from Al Knock in Texas. Really did a nice job. Got the Memorial Day special. That was helpful because these things are not cheap. So once I got all this straightened out, go ahead and put it in. Like I said, I fought these things pretty hard trying to get it in and out. You notice that everything's in fast forward, and quite honestly, I didn't even get the last piece of video where I finally got this seat to snap in. Somehow the battery went dead on the camera. You can also notice I got a different shirt on. I did one seat each day because it was so doggone hot. I just couldn't do each seat. Matter of fact, I left the car cover halfway onto the car just so the hatch and that target top didn't bake me in the sun. But here we finally got it all done. It looks really, really good. Looks like the factory. Even made the carpet look better, I think. But I appreciate you watching my video. If you could like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate that as well. Thanks. Have a great day.